Toto Wolff, the head honcho at Mercedes, has finally figured out what their problem is. The whole Sao Paulo weekend for the Silver Arrows was a bit of a disaster last time around, reaching its low point with George Russell not finishing and Lewis Hamilton ending up in a not so impressive 8th place. A year ago, things looked way different. Back then, George Russell had a car that could snatch a win in Brazil, a stark contrast to the recent Brazilian Grand Prix. The victory in Brazil remains the only one Mercedes has notched up since the close of the F1 2021 season. The Mercedes performance at the Brazilian Grand Prix was so surprising that it sent everyone, from the team to the media and fans, scrambling to find answers. Everyone was on a mission to figure out just what went wrong for the F1 powerhouse that's usually at the top of its game. Looking ahead to the big week in F1 with the Las Vegas Grand Prix taking center stage, Toto Wolff has touched upon the Brazilian Grand Prix debacle in his preview notes. The only catch? Wolff is keeping tight-lipped about the insights and information Mercedes has gathered over the past week. He said, "After promising performances in the US and Mexico, we didn't perform at our best in Brazil. We have been hard at work to identify the wrong turn we took with the setup. We have done that. We understand our mistakes and can explain our performance loss to the field. That's important as we look to secure P2 in the Constructors' Championship." After addressing the Brazilian Grand Prix stumble, Wolff quickly shifted focus to the upcoming blockbuster, the Las Vegas Grand Prix. He shed light on the teams being somewhat in the dark as they approach the major event, emphasizing the extensive work happening behind the scenes at the Silver Arrows. He went on, saying, "In parallel, we have been preparing for the challenge of racing at a venue that is a complete unknown. We have prepared the best we can, using the limited information we have, and there are some unique characteristics we can anticipate. The schedule is offset compared to other races. We'll be running at night, where ambient and track temperatures will likely be in the single digits. Plus, the track layout itself is unusual with many slow corners, but long straights. It's going to be a big challenge for us all, and we're looking forward to taking it on. It will also be an immense effort off-track. We have an impressive guest hosting program, including our own 3-story Vegas club next to Turn 4. Media interest will be through the roof, and seeing the cars race down the Las Vegas Strip will be one of the most exciting moments of the season. The eyes of the sporting world will be on F1, and we look forward to putting on a spectacular show. It is going to be something truly special to witness." Lewis Hamilton has his own opinion of what went wrong with the W14, and because of his suspicion, he is scared that it will pave the way for Red Bull to dominate for another 2 years at least. Coming to a track where Mercedes clinched a 1-2 finish in the previous season, Hamilton had his fingers crossed for a chance at securing the first win of the season. Unfortunately, that optimism faded as the draggy W14 struggled with tire issues. The difference in Mercedes' performance was obvious. This was quite different from the positive vibes after the United States and Mexican Grand Prix, where Hamilton had praised the new floor, attributing it to improved performance and confidence. However, post-Sunday's race, he had nothing positive to say about the upgrade. "My guess is that the floor is not working. The floor is not sucking it down, so that pushed us to go to a higher wing, and then we're just massively draggy on the straights. And we're losing so much time on the straights, there's nothing I can do about it. And then we're just sliding through the corners, so we have to look into why that is the case on this rough circuit. Just the tires are overheating, slow on the straights, no grip in the corners." On race day, Hamilton crossed the finish line over a minute behind Max Verstappen, who secured his 17th Grand Prix win of the season, setting a new record as the reigning world champion. Verstappen's blistering pace in the RB19 is evident from his impressive 524 points in the driver's standings. This puts him comfortably over 100 points ahead of Mercedes' season tally, which currently stands at 382. Hamilton is trying his very best to keep his hopes up, but there's an underlying worry as he acknowledges the possibility that Red Bull might maintain their dominance over the next few seasons. He said, "I think ultimately, all I can do is try to remain optimistic. The Red Bull, I think, is so far away. I think they're probably going to be very clear for the next couple of years." Hamilton may be right about this one, because according to reports, Red Bull is gearing up once again to stun the F1 paddock with their 2024 car, poised to deliver a season even more special than the one we're witnessing right now. There are rumors circulating that Red Bull is set to unveil the RB20 with the potential to annihilate its competition, as per reports from La Gazzetta dello Sport. This development is causing major concern for teams like Mercedes and Ferrari, who have fallen behind, as well as for McLaren and Aston Martin, despite their progress this year. The RB20 is being labeled as an extreme take on the concepts featured in this year's RB19. A crucial distinction lies in its aerodynamic concept, where the distribution of vertical load is set to undergo a radical and distinctive transformation, according to the report at least. Adrian Newey, the mastermind behind Red Bull's formidable car, has apparently identified areas for potential improvement. During the Brazilian Grand Prix, the team was taken aback by the impact of windy conditions on the performance of both Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez's machines. Throughout the season, the aerodynamic team at Red Bull have refrained from making major upgrades to the RB19 due to its overwhelming dominance. However, the upcoming RB20 is expected to see changes as the team aims to maintain their competitive edge. In Vegas, the saying, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," might hold true for those rolling the dice, but Formula One has different plans. The racing spectacle in the heart of Sin City next weekend is something F1 wants the whole world to witness. When Formula One revs up on the track in Las Vegas, the aim is to create a showcase unlike any other. In a city known for its extravagant flair, the event must be grand, bold, and absolutely spectacular to stand out against the dazzling lights of the Strip, where the cars will speed down. Formula One has made a previous appearance in Las Vegas with 2 races, known as the Caesars Palace Grand Prix in 1981 and 1982. However, these races were not well received, as they unfolded in the parking lot of Caesars on a cramped and uninspiring circuit that lacked excitement for both drivers and fans. The current return, after more than 40 years, is on a much larger scale and holds significantly greater ambitions. The upcoming Las Vegas Grand Prix is set to unfold on a 3.8-mile street circuit, winding through the heart of the city. The focal point of the circuit will be the stretch along Las Vegas Boulevard, the iconic strip, surrounded by the casinos that have played a crucial role in supporting the race. Formula One envisions this event not just as a race, but as an entertainment event. In pursuit of this vision, there's been a rule change. The Grand Prix is scheduled for Saturday, a departure from the norm since the 1985 South African GP. Adding to the spectacle, the race will unfold under the night sky, aiming to capitalize on the electric atmosphere F1 anticipates the city to exude. Just like the major boxing matches Vegas is renowned for, the action will kick off at 10 p.m. What do you think? Will the Las Vegas Grand Prix live up to the hype? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for the hottest F1 news.